Hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm back. We are going to do, or I'm going to do, my deck of the year because I'm behind. Darn it I am. So we went to Eugene yesterday, and, well, we went to Junction City and Eugene and Springfield and did a little of this, a little of that. It was a very nice day. Today we're working on a 2. We'll be second in line on this one, let me tell you. So I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac because this is a glossy card and I don't want to sand it and get the dust all over. So yeah, it's called being lazy on my part, actually. I really don't like the dust anyway, but I really just don't. I think we'll put this one here. This is some of the offcuts from Margot's paper from Nomad Moon Magic, I believe it is. I think I got it finally. So, yes, deck of the year. This for me is like 11 or 12. I need to do like 5 so I can get caught up. This one's a lot thicker. I must have used a 35-pound weight paper. I usually try to use my cheap stuff, but that doesn't mean I don't sometimes accidentally mix my papers up when I get them out and stack them all up on the printer or something like that. You know how it is. Oh, here's another one. I love these. They are lovely. Lovely, lovely. So how are you guys? I've got to tell you, I'm great. I went to the bookstore yesterday and spent money wildly on books. And mostly magazines, I have to tell you. I love magazines. I don't know about you guys, but I love magazines. I just do. And so, I know a lot of people don't really like magazines, but I've always loved magazines. I love catalogs. I almost bought the big catalog of seeds, the biggest seed catalog ever. But I didn't. But I just wanted it because I wanted the catalog, I miss having a Montgomery Ward's catalog, a Sears catalog, a Spiegel catalog. I miss those things. Yeah, I wish that they still had those. But anyway, so we went to the bookstore, and there's another one, and look at this. That's a nice one. And there's a nice one. So I bought some magazines, and I'm going to go over with them here in a second. I need to cover this up because I've got a spot that's got an owie. I didn't do it right. Maybe if I go this way, I can do that. Let's just glue this up like so. And then we'll go ba-doink. There, now we've got it. By Joe, I think we've got it. What was I saying? I really don't know what I was saying. gibberish, I guess. I was concerned about this spot right here. I want to put this in. I'm going to put it right over here, I think. Anyway, I love to buy magazines, is what I was saying. And I don't know what else I was saying, but I was telling you that I love to buy magazines. And so I bought some magazines, several in fact. And I even bought paper. I'll show you that just a second. It's not fancy. It's lined. I can tell you that. Oh, lay down there. Paper. I bought this book. This notebook. Look at this beautiful notebook. Isn't that gorgeous? I love paper. I love to make notes. So I bought this so I could make notes about my channel and keep track of a few things. So I'll put some special pens with it. Maybe we'll make a pen holder up here. But yeah, Rifle Paper Company notes, ruled pages. I didn't necessarily need this around the edges. Oh look, here's some that's never been separated. We'll separate that right now. I didn't necessarily need the same flowers on each page, but that's okay, I like it. It was sealed, so you know, the sealed ones you can't peek in. And you can try, but it just doesn't work very well. So anyway, that's what I bought for paper. I guess I'll put this one right here. It'll come over a little bit. Oh, I like that because it's like part of the clock is continued right there. See that? I'm going to do that. So it's kind of a disconnect. Yeah, I like that. I like that disconnect. Just like that. Anyway, I bought Where Women Create and What Women Create and Daphne's Diary, of course, about that. I was hoping to get that one, and I did. And some of the things I discovered about, and I know I told you this before about the bookstore, is that they make, but now they make more, but they make these books, magazines. They're about this thick. They're about 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches thick. And they are, it's kind of like how our journals turn out, kind of full. So they kind of fold over and they're all stuffed with paper and sealed inside of little paper zipper things, they're not zippers, but you know how perforated papers and stuff. And all these papers are sealed inside of these books. And they're paper books. They're like junk paper books, but it's good paper. So you get all this ephemera stuff in them and things you never use, I suppose, like what's in our rooms. But yeah, I didn't buy any, but there was one for Daphne's Diary, but I knew you wouldn't be able to use it in any of your art that you sell. So I didn't get it. But, yeah, it's just so interesting. I love them. I wanted to buy some, and there's several of them now, not just a few. There are several different kinds. of them, different names and stuff like that. It's just amazing. I mean, how do they know? Yeah, it's pretty amazing. But it appeals to me. I mean, it's something that I would absolutely love to get for my birthday or Christmas or something like that, because it would just be curiosity, over and over again. And I would love that. I'm a curious sort, so it would be something that I would love to just look through, like a catalog. So anyway, I might have to break down and buy one, because they are a little expensive. And one thing I noticed, and I was thinking of Carol at Free Spirit Arts, was that there was a magazine on different types of wool and stuff, and I think it was from Australia. It was a little spendy, but how fun. It just was fun stuff. It doesn't fit there. That's too matchy there. Let's see what we can find. Ooh, that's kind of a nice one. I like that. I'm going to cover it up anyway. Oh. Okay, I guess we'll do it like this. Oh, I like that side. Too matchy. We'll go this side. So anyway, I really enjoyed the day. And then we went out to eat. And I had this cherry blossom margarita. It was delicious, if not too sweet. And it had the rim was really sugared, overly sugared, really. So the rim was sugared and salted. Tasted great, but yeah. So I'd never had a margarita made with this stuff before. So last night when I got home, we got home a little later, I ended up with this massive migraine. And the only thing I can think is it must have been the margarita, because, I don't know. The alcohol doesn't usually give me a massive migraine like that. But anyway, I had a massive one. Was very glad to finally go to sleep and get rid of it. But then my cat, he missed me all day. Yes, he missed me all day. And he had to keep waking me up. He had to keep making sure I was home. And checking on me and bugging me and all of that stuff. And so finally I got up with him at 1 o'clock. I still had this stupid migraine. But now I had this cat that had missed me all day and wanted to be sure I was still alive and ticking. And so he kept bugging me. And so I had to finally get up with him, and then I fell asleep finally in my chair. I was so glad to just close my eyes and let the pain go away, But, okay, so here we are with this. Now, this I bought yesterday. I love these little books. There was a whole bunch of them that I don't have, and I wanted to get them. There was a wildlife one, And then there was a couple others. Oh, Curiosity 1 and 2. And I wanted to get them, but they're a little spendy, so I only got one. And I'm going to tell you why I bought this one. Because I have this boho album that I want to make someday. And some of this paper in here would make great boho stuff. Now, this is an Imaginarium, so you can Imaginarium all kinds of things here, but all of these things are separate. This doesn't come off. This is the sticker side. So I want to use these things on this card today. And I want to make something here. Look at this. Each of these is separate. Isn't that cool? It's like ties, neckties. But wouldn't that be fun on a boho? You bet. Oh, you bet. You bet. Oh, there was one on animals. It was really something. Look at this. Now this is a bunch of butterflies with a picture. What could we do with that? I don't know what we'll do with these. But there must be something we can do here. If anything, you can look at the book. We could take a couple ladies here. There we go. There's one lady. I'm going to put glue on the back of her, or stick glue, or real glue, wet glue, a glue. I wonder if I should make that background a little bit better. Hey, they're supposed to come out of their glue. It's a brand new bottle and a brand new top, and that's the one thing about these stickers, is they never stick very well. Okay, well, we're just gonna stick them down and see what happens. See, like so. And perhaps we should have her sister with her. This is probably her sister. She ripped a little bit. She's a little taller, isn't she? So they're not going to be able to hold hands because she's got short arms. Whoops. Okay. And now let's see. Ooh, I should have put that giraffe in there somewhere. Ooh, one of them could have horns on their head. Perhaps Perhaps they need some brain salt. Now where should we put their brain salt? Right here? Probably. They probably need some brain salt. What I should do is pour it like this, putting brain salt on her. Okay. Pouring on the brain salt, please. Better put on some darkener. So we need like spots of salt. I don't know if this will spot. Maybe a little bit of salt down in here. She needs lots of brain salt. There we go. See, put some brain salt on her. Okay. Now, what else? What else? What else? There's probably a crow reading to them. I wonder if he's in her hand. No. I think he's over here. He is reading to them though. Right there. Okay. I don't know. We're just messing around. We're making a story up. And perhaps the words are trailing along on here. Let me mess up the bird. And we need some words coming out towards their brains. Right? Right out of the book. Coming up this way. Floating up and around. And I think I've got this upside down. Maybe I need some brain salt. Well, they're floating anyway. It doesn't matter. Right? Brain salt. Put on the brain salt, Ange. Okay. And let's see, what else? What else is happening with these ladies? Perhaps she's holding this beautiful bouquet. It's a very large bouquet. I don't think she can hold it. That probably won't stay in there. Ooh, dark and mysterious. I should have used them. Ooh, Halloween. They could have a little Halloween in their hearts. Spiders. Eek. I don't want to dream about them. But, doggone it, we need a spider in here. Here we go. Right here. I'm going to put it up here. And I'm going to make it so it's going off of the page somewhere else. like so. And I'm going to just cut that off so he's not a danger to any of us. There we go. And I'm going to give him some words of encouragement to leave. There. Do your studying and homework up there. And let's see. Oh, there's dancing cats. There's a reading bird. Perhaps we could have some dancing cats. Or some cats with an umbrella. They're hard to get out. I do wish that all the colors of these backgrounds were the same. So, you know, like instead of being purple and white and pink and all that and blue, I do wish that they were all the same color. So it looks like they're getting some of the salt down here on them, and so they have this umbrella to protect their brains from brain salt. There we go. Now, we could change this sister to a cat by giving her this beautiful new head. And so I think that's what we'll do. She suddenly became a cat. I don't know how. Do you know how? Some enormous person standing outside of the paper gave her a head of a cat. And so the brain salt might not be so good for you because it might turn you into a cat. So we need a little bit more. We have brain salt. I wish we had some more of that type of thing. A lot of letters. But really, I did buy it mostly for the images of, oh, look at that apple. A strawberry. To use with a boho journal. Well, I don't know why she couldn't have carried that great big bouquet since her sister became a cat. If she could become the sun. I mean, look at here. Here's the sun. But she's got brain salt going on, so we don't want to ruin the brain salt. She could have an enormous foot. So, yeah, I was thinking that they needed some more brain salt stuff. Oh yeah, here we go. I have an old one. This one, Apothecary. Aha! This one was too glossy. That is what happened here. Was the gloss on this was... You couldn't get rid of it, really. So, let's see what else we can give these to. Perhaps she turned into a cat because she got sprinkled with cat sauce. So let's... No, I'm not going to put this on her head. We already did that. We don't need another one like that. We're just going to give them... If I wipe glue on this, like so, then do this, then it will stick a little differently. And might take off some of the gloss. Yeah, there we go. That works. Okay. Oh, maybe they're magical detectives. There's crystals, there's mushrooms. Yeah, this was too glossy. I remember now why I did not like it. Oh, look at this. That would have been a good one down here. Well, oh, there we go. That does not work too well. I'm going to cut the little label off of it. Okay. And perhaps we have this growing along the side here. Oh my goodness, that does not work. And then I'm just going to go down this way like this, because it's just going to go right down along here, like so. Yes. I think that's still stuck to my finger. Okay. Yes, there we go. Okay. Get rid of some of that spider. There we go. I have Well, I'm not gonna worry about that. There we go. Maybe we have a portion of the sun over here, like so. No, because it's already got a big cat head. Maybe a couple little bottles of things like this. Yes. So you kind of have to darken these things up with ink, because otherwise they're all different colors and it doesn't really work that great. Well, I assume that that's just about done. I mean, it needs something over there, but what? Maybe we can just put a feather over there, like so. Because we have a bird. Let's put this here. Yes. We have a couple of feathers in here we could do. It just struck me like a feather that we could put feathers along here. It struck me like a feather. It was soft and warm and tickly. Ooh, sage, yes. We could have used sage. We could have used sage. Come on, feather. Come on, feather. Come on down. Where are you? I saw you. Not there. Maybe it was in the other one. I saw the feathers. Oh, come on. I thought I saw a whole bunch of feathers. Let's go back here. Libby. Libby, Libby, Libby. Ooh, 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 ooh. Those feathers on the bird. I don't know where I saw the feathers. I don't know where I saw the feathers. I was pretty sure they were in that book over there. But you never know. It was like a whole page of feathers. Maybe I'm seeing things, man. Oh, 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 oh. There's some feathers. Libby, what are you doing? Oh, maybe that's my husband, not the dog. Unless she just came out and closed the door of the other room. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. To market, to buy a fat pig. Oh boy, fat pig today. Don't forget, I have a prescription. Please. Purdy, please. Okay. So let's do something with the back so that we can write on this baby. This is our thing we're using for that. So numbers. This would be a good one to go with this one. Yes. So it's a menagerie of the Imaginarium that we did today. Oops, oops. Oh, don't do it that way, Ange. We're going to go there, like so. The dog's going with him today. So I imagine she is pretty darn excited. Oh boy, we need to fold some bones here. Let's see if we can make this into a giant mess with glue. And we can, because we can. Okay. It's just a mess anyway. Okay, you can fold this like that. Like that. And now I'm going to cut it like this. And there we are. We have a card. Now we need something on the inside that says something about... Now, I know I saw these in here. Magical detectives. They are the magical detectives. And we want them to detect the magic. So anyway, this was what I bought yesterday, was one of these. And I really wanted to buy one of those others that this should say Falconetti and Daughters, but it says sons because it was against the law to put daughters at that time of year. So this is a problem right here. But right now we have a very nice little card for the magical detective daughters, Falconetti daughters. And she has turned herself into a cat. And she is using too much brain salt. And the cats, well, we got to protect them from the brain salt coming down. There we go. Okay, see the brain salt coming down on them? Kind of hard to see, but it is there. We'll make some of them a little bit bigger. There we go. And he is reading the words, and they are just coming out of his mouth like crazy up into there. And I think probably he cast a spell on her and made her into a cat. But there we go. They have all their goodies. So, and perhaps this is her disguise. But here we are. The magical detectives. Got cursed or bewitched? Lost one of your socks or a friend? Falconetti and daughters. Private investigators will find you instead. London. And this should say daughters. Falconetti and daughters. So there we go. That is what I have today for for Deck of the Year. My card is a magical card and brought to you by this wonderful fun book. And yeah, that's what it's all about, is making something out of stuff. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you all in the very next video. Bye. Big hugs.